This is a tender contract. Thank you all for coming. Okay, Mr. Dennis, this is a tender contract for electrical maintenance for the 3 water pump stations and treatment plants. So, any questions on it? Do you want to extrapolate a little on it, Mr. Lewis, or?
Take it as read, Your Worship. I'll answer any questions.
It seems like a lot of money to, I guess, you don't know what is actually going to happen to them, but am I reading this right, where no matter what happens, they have to fix it in this 600k? And if nothing happened, am I right in saying that they end up with 600k for nothing?
Not quite correct, Your
They
Worship.
have to service them.
Yep, part of the contract is for regular maintenance on a 2-weekly, monthly cycle to make sure that the preventative maintenance occurs, and part of the contract is provision for reactive stuff. When something breaks down, then they go in and repair it. And so we, based on previous years' reactive maintenance, we build an allowance into the contract for that.
So if I just might play a little bit of devil's advocate here. So if at the end of this contract, let's say 2 plus 1 plus 4 years or something, we're coming up 3 years, 9 months, and all the equipment's fairly tired, do they sort of put band-aids on it to get to the end of the 4 years and we're left with a court case? How does this work? Or is somebody oversee this where this machinery is maintained to a level?
Correct. That is.
So I answered my own question? Well, that's fine. Councillor Hickling.
I see, Dennis, where we've got 3 water pump stations. How many treatment plants does that include? Because surely it's not just the 3 water pump stations. It must be. We must have.
There's more than 3 pump stations.
Well.
Yeah. No.
Well, that's what it says here. How many stations? Well, on the title,
it's 3 waters, which means
3
stormwater, wastewater, and
water, wastewater, and stormwater.
Stormwater. So, how many assets?
Bear with us. Sometimes it takes a while for the penny to drop for us.
How many assets are these people maintaining for us?
I think there's in the order of about 150 pump stations.
Because it puts a bit of perspective on the price. That's all.
It's also all of the electrical work associated with the treatment plants.
Yeah.
So it is a sizable piece of work that they maintain.
And most of those are all automatic, aren't they?
It's the electrical component of that. We don't have on staff any qualified electricians, and so they're providing that specialist service.
And I think under some legislation we have to store 24 hours of water, for argument's sake. So if we have a breakdown, they have to fix that in that 24 hours.
Yes.
Okay, well, it does put a little bit more context on it when people realise we've got 150 water pumps alone to look after for 4 years. And that's without going into the other 2 waters. So when we talk 3 waters, people watching webcam and things like that, need to understand we're talking taking away the black water and giving the clean water. And this maintenance down here on this new water pump would be included in it. So there is a resolution here, and it's nice to see that the Taupo company won the tender. Moved by Councillor Hickling, seconded by Councillor Williams. All those in favour say aye. Aye. I'm sorry, was that a question? I thought you seconded it. My apologies. I'll back the truck up.
Just a question from Mr. Lewis. With regards to the new water treatment plant, some of which may be coming on stream in this year, next financial year, will they have a separate contract as they come on stream, or will they be covered by this contract for 3 waters?
The water treatment plant will come on stream next financial year. It's programmed for completion July through August. So it will definitely be in the next financial year, and yes, that's included in the contract.
But you would.
As far as those other the other treatment plants, the 5 major ones outside of this one here, they're also the wastewater.
all of the treatment plants, water and waste, the electrical components of those treatment plants are included within this.
Okay, thank you. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Carried. Thank you. Next tender is the contract for the Kaimanawa Cricket Pavilion, which is in our LTP and annual plan. So who have we got here? We've got Mr. Ridd. Welcome, Mr. Ridd.
I'll take the item as read. You'll recall that there was a workshop previously held. That workshop, I was given instruction to go away and either have a submission through the annual plan from the Cricket Association and or find monies from this current year's budget. So we've done the latter. So in front of you is the tender price back plus an allowance for contingencies, which will be covered through the current budget, current capital expenditure budget, whereas we have unders and overs this financial year. So I'm open to any questions.
So the tender is ready to go if it's accepted?
Yep.
So when we're talking about the financial year, are we talking about this financial year?
This current financial year.
This current financial year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can we do that? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Councillor Kip.
Yeah, just a question is that in the LTP, the budget was for 165,000, and the tender, if accepted, is 213 plus the shortfall of 48,000 plus the 20,000, 68,000. Is that unbudgeted?
No, we did that at the annual plan.
I'm sorry.
Through the chair, we have a number of tenders that come through during the year for less than what the approved budget is. What we're doing here is using 70,000 of that saving, which is budgeted and rated for, to put towards this. So it's not an additional expenditure up and above what was originally planned when we look at the district as a total.
Williams.
Mr. Rudd, just familiar with two of the tenderers, but not the successful one. Have they done work for the council before? I'm just not familiar with the company. Make sure that you have seen their work.
Sure. Seen their work. They've done quite a lot of work for council. They're on our approved contractors list as well, like all these tenders are.
Okay, so no further questions. I'll call for a mover. Councillor Hickling. Seconder. Councillor Truman. All those in favour? Aye. Carried. Let's see what arises out of the dust.